What is your go-to comfort food when you're feeling down?
It's a lot, but I'm just gonna go with ice cream.
All right, fair. Any particular flavor?
Uh, yes, it's actually called dulce de leche.
All right.
All right, everyone, my name is Tim Loomis. This is my business partner, Chris Shores. We're the owners of White Wheel Real Estate. Chris is also on the AdventHealth Foundation board, and today we have a very special guest, Dr. Dennis Hernandez, the CEO of New Smyrna Beach. Thank you, Dr. Hernandez, for coming on today with us and doing this interview.
Thank you.
Yep,
Thank you for having me.
Very happy to be here with you. You guys know we love doing the local interviews. This is a very special one to us. We drive by the hospital all the time, and we don't really know what's going on here, and we all try to avoid it. So we want to really demonstrate and show what's going on here and connect with Dr. Hernandez and AdventHealth as a whole. So the way the interview is going to work here today is we're going to find out a little bit about the history of AdventHealth New Smyrna, Dr. Hernandez and how we got here, and then we're going to ask, Tim and I are going to ask some higher level questions on the hospital itself, the New Smyrna campus. And lastly, our favorite part is the interrogation, where we get to really find out about Dr. Hernandez, who he is personally, and get some common ground for you guys to be able to say hi to him when you're out and around town.
He is approachable. He's a very nice guy.
Interrogation sounds pretty ominous.
So I guess first, Dr. Hernandez, would you just give us a brief history of AdventHealth New Smyrna Beach?
Well, AdventHealth came in to the community in 2016.
Okay.
Since then, AdventHealth has invested probably around $50 million in improvements.
Wow.
With not only the infrastructure of the facility, but bringing in, obviously, newer technology to better serve our community.
Wow, that's amazing. That's quite a commitment to our local community.
And it's ongoing.
Yeah,
Always ongoing. The work is never done.
Yeah.
So AdventHealth came into New Smyrna around 2016. When did you come to AdventHealth, and how did you even get here?
Well, I joined AdventHealth in 2018. Going back, I was born in the Caribbean. My folks did come to Florida. My parents are Cuban, so they moved to Miami, the capital of Cuba.
That's
at
right.
least at that time.
Little Cuba, right?
Yes, and then I did my training in pediatric emergency medicine in the Tampa Bay area, at the All Children's Johns Hopkins campus in St. Petersburg, and then obviously Tampa General in Tampa. I worked in that area for many years and then joined AdventHealth in 2008 to help them build a pediatric emergency department as they were building their children's hospital. During that time, and for no reason, I had no idea, just for fun, I ended up getting my MBA and then had the opportunity in 2018 to join this facility as the Chief Medical Officer. And I started that work, and our then CEO, Ken Madison, retired. And then I was honored to be given the opportunity to take on the role of CEO.
Fantastic.
And here we are.
Amazing.
It really makes me question my time management skills with you getting your MBA just for fun on the side while
It
you're
was
saying
not
that.
fun. It was not fun doing the work.
And-
I was medical director of the emergency department, and then going home and getting the work done. But from an ER perspective, we're always a little bit of ADHD, if you will. So we're always trying to keep our hands
something
and,
else.
doing something.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing about it, just doing it just for fun. But success is preparation and hard work, and it seems like having that MBA at the right time, it all ended up working out. So
Yes.
I'll lead it off with the questions. So we're gonna start with the high level questions first, like Chris said, and then we'll go into the more fun ones. But the first question we have is, if you were to choose 3 words to describe the culture here at AdventHealth New Smyrna Beach, what 3 words would you choose and why?
Well, we have to start with saying with whole person care. That is our brand promise. Number 2, compassionate culture. We are in the field of healthcare, obviously, and mission focus. We have a mission that is different than a lot of healthcare systems. We think that is our differentiator. And our mission, as you know, and the community probably hopefully knows, is that we want to extend Christ healing ministry to our community. And just as a matter of a brief fact, AdventHealth is the largest faith-based organization, healthcare system in the nation. And
Wow.
we really are laser focused on delivering on our brand promise to care for the whole person, body, mind, and spirit, to every person that enters our doors.
Oh, that's fantastic. It seems like the overcompassing everything with it. So
Yeah.
it sounds like AdventHealth's really overarching goal is to be a community-centric hospital. So with that being said, what is AdventHealth currently doing to actively engage local residents and contribute to the community's well-being?
Well, first of all, we're here for a reason. New Smyrna Beach is our community. We love New Smyrna Beach, and we hope that New Smyrna Beach loves us, right? Really, we're here providing very high quality and safe care. We've had a great quality journey, and that's something that has been vetted by government and independent third parties. We're very proud of the ratings that we have received on the services that we provide. Beyond the four walls of our hospital and really our physician offices, we're also very proud and take a lot of pride in actively engaging with our community in different ways. You know, supporting local nonprofit organizations, supporting our local chambers, engaging in sponsorship partnerships with nonprofits to better serve our community.
Right, of course, awesome. And I'm on the board for the Southeast Volusia Chamber of Commerce, and we obviously recognize all the events that you take part of as main sponsors, and Advent is a huge impact on our local community.
And our executive team is, you know, also part of membership of different local boards, and our team members actually also are very actively involved in a lot of volunteering activities and events.
We always see you guys out and about town.
Always. So next question I have is that technology and innovation is constantly changing the landscape of healthcare. How does AdventHealth embrace innovation while still maintaining a patient-centric approach to healthcare?
So through our clinically integrated network, and you know, AdventHealth is very large, our patients, our community really have access to pretty much every technology and treatment out there. So that is one great thing of being part of a larger organization. Okay. You couple that with our culture, with our service standards of love me, keep me safe, own it, make it easy, and that really is what it makes a formula that is second to none.
Okay.
So with that being said, from your perspective on a local level, what can be done to ensure that the medical staff and the employees are not only just skilled professionals, but also compassionate caregivers?
This is where, again, as I kind of mentioned, both mission and culture come, into play. There's other healthcare systems that really deliver, great care, but at AdventHealth, we really lean into our mission. We lean into the why, the purpose of our team members in coming into the healthcare field. And it's a calling that our team members embrace and is clearly seen in every interaction they have with a patient, their family, a visitor, or each other.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that. I know from our experience of being in and around the hospital, it just seems like people are excited and want to be here, and they're not just showing up to punch a clock.
Yeah, which is
Absolutely.
extremely important, especially in this community and with the hospital. So question I have for you would be, everybody knows that New Smyrna Beach has a wide variety of residents and also tourists. It's a unique mix and blend of the two. How does Advent Hospital address the needs of both of these diverse groups effectively?
Well, first and foremost, we are here open 24/7. Okay.
It's good news.
And to serve the needs of those that are been living here for 20 years, or those that are here just visiting one of our beautiful beaches for the day. I think I'll steal the Motel 6. Our lights are always on.
Got it.
And obviously, we have the trained and skilled individuals who take care of any need that arises, from visitors to locals. I do want to make mention that just recently we went to a new electronic medical record called Epic. And what that does is that it really connects seamlessly to most of other healthcare systems across the nation. So treating a patient here who is not a local community resident, still they can transition seamlessly to their care, to their provider, wherever their home is.
That's amazing. And that too, and with how many people that come down just for the season here, with that system, it sounds like it makes it a lot easier, like you said, for them to get proper treatment and service here and then continue that when they go back home or back to where they are the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's and it's incredible. We can send people to space, but we haven't yet found the technology to integrate the medical records across states. So it's great that AdventHealth is taking the step to do that, and I'm sure that again is just going to ensure more safety as a whole. So
it was a very costly endeavor, but certainly it's something that we've already gotten a lot of great feedback from patients, not just locally, because the primary care offices now are able to also connect easily with the care that took place in the hospital. But a patient that goes back home to Ohio or Colorado, their doctor and the hospital they're being seen are able to obtain and have access to those records and not second guess what might have happened.
Absolutely. Yeah. So to kind of piggyback along with that, wellness and preventative care is becoming more crucial than ever. So what initiatives or programs has AdventHealth implemented within the community to help with the communities or contribute to the well-being of the community?
So obviously, I think one of our most important jobs is not just the acute care or urgent care that we may provide in our facilities. Our job is really to help our community thrive, is to help in the well-being of our community. And we partner and engage with multiple organizations also, addressing a number of issues and needs that are identified for our community. We actually perform what we call a community health needs assessment on a regular basis, kind of like a 2-3 year cycle, to see what are those top priorities that we need to engage with and focus and address. And for example, one of them is our partnership with SMA Healthcare, and specifically addressing behavioral health and the aspect of substance abuse and drug abuse. Right. Yeah. And we have partnered with them, having a peer specialist in our emergency department who can help us identify and really navigate individuals that need care and intervention. That's been very successful. The partnership with the Volusia Recovery Alliance also to help increase awareness and education and help us be able to connect people to outreach and education and to the services that they need to help them is also something that we do.
Sure, absolutely. It definitely sounds like the more the merrier philosophy. So you guys are working on just staying proactive and have an open concept of working with the community to just help people with whatever facet they need to be helped with.
Absolutely.
So
awesome with those questions.
Yeah.
Now let's do the fun stuff.
Well, I've got one more. And then we're going to get into the interrogation. So that's all right with you. We'll get you one more high-level question, and then we'll bust out all the interrogation tactics. So right now, patient experience is a top priority in healthcare. We hear it all over the news and newspapers, and anytime you turn on TV, it's patient experience. So can you give us an example of what AdventHealth is doing to go above and beyond to help patients feel like they're truly cared for and that they're valued during their stay with Advent?
As you know, patient experience is just not a fluffy, feel-good kind of thing. Patient experience has clearly been identified by research as something that impacts the care of our patients, because patients that have a good experience are more likely to comply with, obviously, the direction, the treatments that are giving, and eventually it has been proven that they have better outcomes.
Right.
So it is a clinical piece of everything that we do. Certainly we ask for feedback our patients while they're here, after they go home. We're very proud to say that we have a patient family advisory committee made out of patients and families that we've had the honor to serve, and that meets on a regular basis to be able to get that feedback on what we can do to improve and provide the community a better experience if they were to be in our facility.
Yeah, and what better way to do that than to have a patient advisory, and bring the people that are actually treated or have been treated at the hospital in to help influence some of the future of how you guys do things.
Yeah, definitely. And Tim and I are big proponents. You can't track what you don't measure, and it sounds like you guys have all the tools and components in place to be able to continue to track to see where you need points of improvement on, and you're not afraid to look there and see what we need to do better, which
and,
is
we're doing a lot of great work. I do want to highlight, our emergency department, it's at the 92nd percentile as far as likelihood to recommend, from a patient experience perspective. One of the top ER departments, not only in our organization, but obviously across the country. So we are very proud of that.
in little old New Smyrna Beach. Can you believe it?
Yeah, that's 90th percentile. That's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you ready for this interrogation?
I think I'm ready.
All right,
Are you ready,
let's do
doctor?
Let's
break out the now.
First time you've ever got to say that in your life, isn't it? Are you ready, doctor? All right. All right.
Can I do it? All right. So
Now you're the director.
now
too.
I'm directed.
I'll
I'm
start
doing
out
it all.
with
Yeah,
one.
go ahead. You go.
All right. Question number one. We've got a handful of them. We're going to go rapid fire, so don't think too quick because we don't want you to. Ready?
No.
Do you play an instrument?
I actually play the piano and I play the saxophone, but not professionally, at home, which my wife kind of tolerates.
Fantastic. Is it what kind of saxophone? Tenor,
It's an
alto?
alto.
Alto. All right. I play the tenor sax, so we're there. Common ground, folks. Talk to Dr. Hernandez.
Maybe one of these days we'll get together.
Do a little duet.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like a lot of things. Travel is our main thing, but I love sports.
A favorite sport you like to go see, or?
I like football.
Okay.
It's a long story, which I won't get into here. As far as the teams that I like, Dolphins and the Bucks.
Okay.
Dolphins are having a great start this year. We'll see if they can continue. It's the first best start in 21 years.
That's right. So maybe it's the year for the Dolphins.
So maybe,
the
maybe
Jets
it
fan
is.
hates
But
to
we
hear
love,
that.
I love
It's
a
all
lot
right.
of things. I love boating. Love to play golf, and like I said, travel is one of our.
All right.
things.
Travel's on the top. So speaking of travel, do you speak any other languages?
I do. Actually, English is my third language. I first learned Spanish because I was born in the Caribbean. I did live in Brazil, so I was able to learn Portuguese.
All right.
And then moved to the States, and that's where I learned English. And I love languages, so I'm in the process of trying to learn enough French to get by with a basic conversation.
Sounds like in the spare time, the MBA thing,
Yeah, exactly. Time management for sure.
ADD, yes.
That's right.
What do you listen to on the way into work in the morning?
Probably 90% of the time I probably listen to Z88.3, which is a Christian music station. But my wife is from Ohio. She's half German, half Irish, and she loves country music. So, Caribbean guy marrying a girl from Ohio. I got to really like country music also.
Yeah.
So about 10% of the time I listen to some country music.
Sounds fair.
That's fair.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
nice blend.
Yeah.
So beach house or mountain house?
Beach house, definitely.
All right.
Audio books or regular books?
Regular books, although sometimes while driving I will do the audiobooks.
All
I have
right.
to do regular books too. Audio
Right.
books put me to sleep, so I couldn't do that
Yes.
when I was driving.
Absolutely.
So this is a very important one here. Is it okay to wear socks and sandals together?
Not for me, but seems like yes for the new generations.
No, for me all day long.
I've done it a few times, but I'm with you. Favorite band?
Favorite band, Well, one is Santana.
Okay.
All right.
Very
Okay?
good one.
Good choice.
Coming from the Caribbean, and then being with my wife, I got into good old Alabama.
Okay.
All right. Another solid choice. One of our favorite Alabama songs is in
What's that?
You're in a Hurry. How is it?
Always in a hurry to get things done.
Rush and I rush and my life's no fun.
I almost say
something
that's part
like
of our
that.
lives
Yes, it
on a daily
is.
basis, but yes.
As busy as life goes sometimes. So another important, I feel like all these questions that we're asking are very important. So when you're on an airline, is it acceptable to recline your seat back?
Absolutely not on the short flights. I mean, if you're doing an overnight transatlantic flight, I guess I can tolerate that when everybody's trying to
Okay.
also get some rest, but otherwise it's rude.
That's
Yeah,
a
be
fair
courteous.
answer.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
think so,
for sure
too.
hard no for me, but I would have to agree. Longer flights,
Yeah.
it's a little bit, you get a little bit more wiggle
Yeah, if
room
you're stuck
there.
on a plane,
Especially as airlines try to squeeze more and more, seats, you don't really have, yeah,
tambourine or cowbell?
cowbell.
Okay, more cowbell.
All right. What is your go-to comfort food when you're feeling down?
It's a lot, but I'm just gonna go with ice cream.
All right. Fair. Any particular flavor?
Yes, it's actually called dulce de leche.
All right.
So
Dulce de leche. I've
yeah,
had it before. And
That's coming from the Caribbean.
that's
but-
right.
That's awesome. Best and worst place you've ever traveled?
Best place, Greece. Worst place, I hope nobody gets offended, but Nicaragua.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's good to know these. I mean, we're all travelers of the world. We need to know where to go and not
a
to
lot
go.
of things come into play with that. Time you went, how long you were there, a lot
Yes,
goes into
absolutely,
that as well.
If you didn't go the doctor CEO route, what would you have done?
I love to
Saxophone
cook-
player, right?
No. I'm not sure. I think that I would have opened a sort of fine dining Cuban restaurant. I like to cook, and
All right.
maybe
Very
that's the
nice.
way I
Cuban
would have
food.
gone.
Yeah.
So dinner at Dr. Hernandez's
You
house
got
sometime
it.
in the future.
Yeah,
And then pizza or tacos, if you had to choose.
tacos. All the
Tacos.
way.
All right.
All right.
Fish tacos.
Fish are even getting more specific with it. Blackened or grilled.
Oh, blackened,
All
absolutely.
right.
All right.
Perfect. Staying true to the Caribbean roots there.
Yeah.
Last question for you. What is the most memorable meal you've ever had?
There are two, but the one in our world travels, I will have to say, and it was just one bite, and that was it for me, but it was sea urchin.
All right. What was
do
memorable about it? I mean, obviously, sea urchin sounds like it.
Just the smell and the taste, I could
not a good memory,
yeah,
folks.
I almost had to run to the bathroom.
Okay. So I'm going to just skip even trying that, and I'm
Yeah.
going to take your word for it. That was the last question I had. Do you have any
Bonus time question
bonus
for
question,
you.
that's right.
Last question
So-
we have.
The bonus question. What can the community do to help AdventHealth in New Smyrna Beach, help the campus here?
Continue to support our team, continue to support the services that we are providing. We are obviously continuously addressing the needs of the community to bring further, more service lines so that we can more and more be able to keep everybody's care right here close to home. Through the foundation and the work that the foundation is doing, which is great. You know that in healthcare we do live on very tight margins, and just being able to give, be it that it is your time or it is from a monetary perspective, that is something that really would help our facility, and by doing so you would be helping the community.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And we'd love to keep it here in the local New Smyrna community. So, Dr. Hernandez, thank you, and all of AdventHealth medical staff and personnel. We appreciate you being here with us
you.
today.
Thank you so
For
much.
making this possible.
Greatly appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right. That's a wrap, everybody. Good luck.
Perfect.